Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So we basically went through several stages so far. We went through the word hiding, so we picked up a lesson from the second juz'. We went through the stages of words hiding, the 6 stages, and I become kind of familiar with the page. When I was done with that, and as we mentioned in the previous lesson, it's very important that you don't try to memorize during the words hiding. You just try to get familiar with the page. We want now to the line review where we marked our mistakes. You see here when I mark these mistakes, it's all in the red color that I tried to have more than 2 words, like two or three. If there's only one word, one key word that I feel like it's very, very important that I know only one word that is my weakness, then I mark one word. It's better to mark 2 to 3. So as you see here, I've done marking all my mistakes. I've finished the line review. Then when I swipe down, it tells the program I'm done with marking the mistakes. Now I move to a very essential part, which is mastering my mistakes. And in this stage, I want to explain many gestures, 4 basically gestures. What is mastering? Mastering is basically, it's like showing you your mistakes and testing them in cycles, certain cycles, until the program recognizes that you got better on these mistakes. During these testing, the program is monitoring how many times you know the word and how many times you miss the words, and based on that it will decide certain level of difficulty of the word, and based on that will decide the future review for these mistakes. So we see here the program showed all the black areas. The black area here are areas that I memorized easily when I was doing the line review, and just through the words hiding I could figure out all these. So it's basically a part that is easy for me. And if I forgot it, it will be enough to read it once or twice, and it will come back to memory. Now, but these red areas are my weaknesses, and they're very essential to be mastered. If I master those weaknesses, if I memorize my mistakes, so the whole theory of this program is that you memorize your mistakes. So you see those red areas. So program now in the mastering started the mastering when I have over 28 or 20 mistakes, which is 28. If you look at the upper corner, that's the red. The red color here means it's a current mistake, recent mistake. So the program will prioritize these. The recent mistakes are the most essential. The most essential is the recent mistakes. So you see here, I have recently marked 28 mistakes. You have the orange color, which is a hard mistake, have been done in the past, have been reviewed, mastered, but the program wants you to master them again and again in the following days. It's a previous work of previous days that the program wants you to master. Then the purple are mistakes that has been memorized before, studied, have been answered several times right on certain intervals of days, and the program knows that this mistake is getting better. The last color, which is the blue, which is basically a mistake that has been mastered over and over and over, and the program noticed that this need to be reviewed just on maybe weekly basis or every 10 days and so on. So we see here we have 28 red mistakes. Let's see, I will gesture down to move to the next mistake. It gives me the next one and it starts flashing. I'll try to guess it. I try to answer that quick because I have 6 seconds. It's good to know that in the settings you can change that from 6 seconds to 8 seconds or maybe 4 seconds, or you can change it to be until tapped. Means that the mistake will keep flashing until you tap it and then you see it. For beginners, it might be a very good idea to change it to until tapped. Let me see if I can show you in the setting. I clicked on menu, I go to settings, and I go here to mastering. The mastering here, I'll explain that later, but I see here it's word blinks during 6 seconds. I can change that to 10 seconds if I want, or until tapped. So I changed it to until tapped and I click OK. I go to the next mistake. Now you see this is going to continue to flash until I answer it. إلا لنعلم من يتبع الرسول ممن ينقلب على عقبيه. And then how I think about that, وما جعلنا, let's see, وإن كانت لكبيرة. So I didn't get this right. I didn't answer it right. I tried to guess it. It was wrong. So إلا لنعلم من يتبع الرسول ممن ينقلب على عقبيه وإن كانت. Now I gestured left, means that I got this wrong. So the program keep and will enter in the database that this was answered wrong on this specific date. وما كان الله ليضيع أعمالكم إن الله بالناس لرؤوف رحيم. I can easily answer this. لرؤوف رحيم. Now I gesture right anywhere on the page to tell the program that I got this right. Now it turned green, which means it's improving. Remember, the color green is getting better. So red, it's a recent mistake. Green, it's getting better. It will cycle many times until the program changes it to another color. قد نرى تقلب وجهك في السماء فلنولينك قبلة ترضاها. Okay, that's correct. فولي وجهكم حيثما كنتم فولوا وجوهكم شطره. You see here, very important. You see the program did not join the words after the stop sign with the words before the stop sign. It separated them. So it's a nice feature that the program can tell which mistake are together, which words are together. So I gesture it. That's right. حيثما كنتم فولوا وجوهكم شطره وإن الذين أوتوا الكتاب لما الله بغافل عما يعملون. You see, this is a very. You remember, if when I was marking these, I was doubtful that I might make a mistake here between يعملون or تعملون. This comes with experience. So the more you use the program, you kind of understand your own mistakes and try to resolve them and fix them and try to find treatment for them. وما كان الله بغافل عما يعملون. This is wrong. ولن أتيت الذين أوتوا الكتاب كل ما بعضهم بتابع قبلة بعض. I jump all the way to the right place. ولن أتيت الذين أوتوا الكتاب. I have no idea. Let's see. Trying to remember. Don't know it. Now I tapped. Remember, I tapped. So I see it now. Because the program here is set to keep flashing the word until I tapped. ولن اتبعت أهواهم. I will mark that wrong. بعد ما جاءك من العلم إنك إذن من الظالمين. الذين آتيناهم الكتاب يعرفونه كما. That's right. Now I move to the next one. I gave a gesture of right. Okay, here you see it's green now. It's green. And again, this is the first line of the previous page. I'm trying to memorize it with the previous page. Okay. وإن فريقا منهم لا يعلمون الحق لا يكتمون الحق وهم يعلمون الحق من ربهم فلا تكونن من الممترين. Now I try to get in a speed with this. إن الله على كل شيء قدير. Try to go quick. Now that will develop. You will develop afterward a sense of answering it quickly with your eyes. You check it. If you see the words flashing before your eyes, you must mark it right and keep going. I'm gonna do it silently. You see, I'm just trying to, with my eyes, try to answer that. Now I'm touching, then I'm giving a gesture. You see, I have many greens. You might get more red. That's okay. If you get more reds, it's very important also to try to relax when you're memorizing. So you're relaxing. You look at the word. If it comes naturally, good. Give it a gesture of right and move on. If it doesn't come out, just give it a gesture of left and keep going. Yeah. See, now I'm done. That's very important. Now I'm done with the last mistake. When I'm going to gesture now, the program will take me to the first mistake. So there will be 3 cycles here. 3 cycles for these mistakes. It's mastering, it's repetition. We're going to repeat those until they become more natural. And the program will study every time you answer it and decide on that when it's going to be repeated. It takes me now to the beginning. You see, I'm going to answer again. Try to follow me with me so you can understand exactly how I answer that. Now, last time I answered this wrong. Now I'll see. I still don't remember it. I don't know this one. See, I'm just moving through it very quick. I still have a problem with this one. Now I got this right. على كل شيء قدير. That's an important one, you see. That's a متشابهات. See, now it's very, very nice. That's something I want to explain. So basically I touched and I thought that I knew it. وَاللَّهُ بِغَافِلٍ عَمَّا تَعْمَلُونَ. What went in my mind, عَمَّا يَعْمَلُونَ. Okay, so I gave a gesture of right? But there is a very nice feature here. You can go back. I can go up with my finger, then I can go to the right one. Again, he'll give me a chance. Now I can mark it properly. You see? So let's do it again. I can go up, then I touch, and I give it left. I can go up again to the word, and I go left. See, this one was answered right before. Now I got it wrong. That's no problem. It's just the program will mark that and will keep helping you dynamically separating this into the one is getting better, the one is getting back, and that's what the program is for. I touch, right. يا أيها الذين آمنوا, right. استعينوا بالصبر. إن الله مع الصابرين. Here, it didn't come out. My brain is stuck here. No problem. ولا تقول الميت. I give it wrong. Okay. Here. Now again, third time. Now you see, this is a critical time because the program will notice now if you answer the mistake 3 times right, it will take it out of the list. It will go down to smaller number. See here, still green. على عقبيه, I got it right. Now it changed here, very important. You see, it changed from green, and it went to orange. Green, went to orange. What is orange means? Means it's a mistake that has been mastered recently, but is going to be reviewed tomorrow. So tomorrow the program will bring this one up, and it will test you one more time in it. If you get it right, it will send it to the following day. And if you get that right, it will send it to the following day. And if you got it many times right on separate days, that's where we're building the long-term memory. We're building the long-term memory with an easy and simple procedure. So it moves to the next page, and then the next stage, and then to change the color from orange to purple. And then it will be tested on a longer period of time. And if also that is correctly done, it will be moving to the following stage. So I got this one right. I see this is orange now. So I got 2 of them removed. And the number here on the left, if you look at the left here, the upper left, the number dropped from 28 to 26 because there's not less 26. I know you're going to say that the orange didn't increase. Yes, because the orange here are due tomorrow, not today. The orange is due tomorrow. So it's not required for you today. If you have accumulated work from yesterday and from today, you're going to see some words orange here from yesterday. So I'm going to skip this. Remember, going down, I'm going to skip it because I was talking, then I missed it. So I didn't have really a chance to answer it at this point. I can skip it down. I can skip down if I want. Now remember when we said if you can, there's 2 methods actually. You can touch and mark right. You can touch and mark right. And you can mark right automatically. That's good. If you're 100% sure it's right, you can just mark right. Suppose I also mark this right. وإن فريقا منهم ليكتمون الحق. I marked this one right. فلا تكونن على كل شيء قدير ومن حيث خرجت. You see, I'm just now you're going to notice if you follow these steps and go properly one by one, you'll notice that the words are just coming without your intention, without forcing them from your mind. You're very relaxed, you're just answering them in the proper manner, and they are coming from the long-term memory. They're not coming from the short-term memory. There's a lot of research done here about how the brain really functions. It's basically what they say is that the brain is a feeling machine, it's not a thinking machine. If your brain, if your mind, your subconscious feel that this is information that you need to retain through this separate spaced memorization, it will retain it, and you'll be amazed how you're memorizing with the ease and without any complication. I'm going to skip this one. يعملون or تعملون. This is where I have to put some effort to remember it. عما تعملون. We will learn in the future lessons also how can you mark here a hint. How can you remember that تعملون here is ta and not ya. The program has some features that can help you to customize hints for you that will help you a lot in remembering tricky areas which is not happening or which is not working. ومن حيث خرجت. Remember, if I answered this wrong, I was in a haste and just marked it right, and I think it's wrong, I can go back. Okay. See, I'm getting more orange now. When كما أرسلنا يا أيها الذين آمنوا. This is kind of happening. استعينوا بالصبر والصلاة إن الله مع الصابرين ولا تقولوا بل أحياء ولكن. It just take you some time. I know it's a difficult thing. Now the program showed me a message that I'm down to 13. I am down to a 13 mistake. وما جعلنا القبلة كبيرة إلا بيننا فولوا وجوهكم شطره وإن الذين والله غافل عما تعملون عما يعملون. You see, I got this wrong. عما يعملون or عما تعملون. I can go back and I can go left. And be honest, just if you see a mistake that you got it right, but unfortunately just your tongue went into saying the wrong thing, be honest and give the right gesture. This will always help you to accumulate enough data for the program to deal with the mistake. The program is going to recognize different kind of mistakes. It's not only the level of difficulty, different kind of mistakes. The kind of mistakes that easily memorized and easily forgotten. The kind of mistake that hardly memorized. You can memorize with hardship, but you can never forget them. You memorize them for long term. There are different kinds of mistakes, and the program recognizes and categorizes all these based on the answers you feed into the program. I see I got this wrong. See, I got all these areas. See here, عما تعملون. That's the first time I got it right. كما أرسلنا فيكم يا أيها الذين آمنوا استغفروا الصلاة ولا تقولوا. Now I'm down to 7. Here I want to explain more information. When we're down to a certain number of mistakes, and here we have 7, the program will keep repeating those 7 together. So those mistakes will come out together. So, because if you go down to 2 or 3 mistakes, you're not really doing a lot of memorizing for those 2 mistakes. It goes and keep repeating those last 7. So the last set of mistakes, the last 7 mistakes will keep repeating until all of them get right. So I'm going to mark all these right now, just to finish this. You see here, I'm getting some of the orange basically, because the program will try to keep the 7, as you see, the 7 mistakes together. Here it's done, but it's all connected to some of them which hasn't been done yet. See here, basically I have only real 3 mistakes, but the program is picking more to keep the set to be 7, so you can work on them together. Now you see here, this is done, this is done, this is done, this is done, and I'm done. So the mastering here is done. You see, now we go to explaining the information. We have difficult mistakes, which has been done for mastering today and will be reviewed tomorrow. We have zero red mistakes. So the program is not going to be initiated when I turn it off now and I turn it on again. It's not going to be initiated because there's nothing due to work. When we click the start button here too, it's not going to restart the review of the mistakes because there's nothing need to be done. I'm done for today. You might go back to the page and memorize it if you want, or review it if you want to read it in Salah and so on. But what we have here is that mistakes are being growing and being treated. If you look at that as difficulty, it's being treated, and it's going to be treated on several days, as we're going to see in the next demonstration. Thank you so much. This has been a very long explaining. I hope this clarifies many of the theories about the mastering part. Remember, it's very essential that you understand this part in order to benefit from the program. Jazakumullah khairan. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.